She survived revolution, exile, and a lifetime of fighting for freedom, but in the end, it was heartbreak that took her. Marjane Satrapi, the legendary French-Iranian artist behind the iconic graphic novel and film Persepolis, has died at the age of 56. And the way she went will break your heart. France's Élysée Palace confirmed the news, calling Satrapi a leading figure in French culture and an artist devoted to freedom. But it was her family who revealed the real cause of death, and it wasn't illness. It wasn't old age. According to a statement sent to AFP, Marjane Satrapi died of sadness, just over a year after losing her husband, Swedish producer and screenwriter Mattias Ripa, who passed away on April 8, 2025. He was the love of her life, and without him, she simply couldn't go on. After his death, she took to Instagram, posting those heartbreaking words, "For I've lost the love of my life." She even founded the Mattias and Marjane Ripa Satrapi Cinema Foundation in his honor to support foreign students studying filmmaking in Paris. She was still trying to give, even while she was grieving. But who exactly was Marjane Satrapi, and why does her loss matter so much? Born on November 22, 1969, in Rasht, Iran, Marjane grew up in Tehran in a bold, politically engaged family. She was encouraged to be strong-willed, to speak her mind, and to defend her rights, even as the 1979 Islamic Revolution tightened its grip around everything she knew. As restrictions suffocated daily life in Tehran, Marjane was listening to banned music, ignoring modesty codes, and pushing back against the regime. Her parents, fearing for her safety, sent her to Vienna at just 14 years old, alone, in a foreign country, starting over. That dislocation, the confusion, the alienation, the painful journey between two worlds became the soul of Persepolis. First published in French in 2000, Persepolis was a groundbreaking graphic novel memoir told in stunning black and white imagery. It didn't just tell Marjane's story, it changed the way the world saw Iranian people. As she told The Guardian in 2024, the goal was simple but powerful, to make Western readers realize, oh, they're actually human beings like us. The book was translated into more than 30 languages. It won prestigious literary and comic awards worldwide. And in 2008, the film adaptation, co-directed by Satrapi herself, was nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Academy Awards, starring Chiara Mastroianni and Catherine Deneuve. Marjane never stopped fighting. She refused France's highest civilian honor, the Légion d'honneur, calling out her adopted country's hypocrisy in its dealings with Iran. She created Woman, Life, Freedom, a collection of graphic stories supporting the 2022 Iranian protests following the death of Mahsa Amini. And she stood by Iranian women always. French President Emmanuel Macron called her a great artist who transformed an Iranian childhood into a universal fable. The president of the French National Assembly said France had lost an immense artist who turned her work into an act of freedom. She gained French nationality in 2006. She earned a master's degree. She survived exile, divorce, threats from the Iranian regime, and decades of fighting for a people the world tried to ignore. But losing Mattias, that was the wound she couldn't heal. Marjane Satrapi was 56 years old. She was a storyteller, an activist, a rebel, and above all a woman who loved deeply and lived fully. She once drew the story of her life so the world would understand Iran's pain. Today, the world mourns hers. Rest in peace, Marjane. Your voice will never be silenced. If this touched you, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a tribute like this one. Drop a comment below. What did Persepolis mean to you? Or what do you remember about Marjane Satrapi? Let's honor her memory together.